welcome to Soprana Hotel Podcast. My name is Diana, and together with Sebastian, we will be sharing our more than 10 years of experience within hospitality sector, consulting, recruiting, and outsourcing.
Exactly. And just imagine you are traveling around the world, maybe in the private case, maybe in a business point, and you have the clearness and the safetyness that every hotel, every traveling has the same quality, gives you a good feeling, good energy. And that is why we decided to invite you in our podcast as owner of a hotel, as management, as team member from a hotel, and as a guest as well.
Over our podcast, we will go through the whole year cycle, sharing and discussing the processes of the hotel and sharing the best experiences and insights. Stay with us. Hello, Sebastian. Happy springtime.
Yeah, it's on time now. When I take a look outside, some days we have, right?
Yeah.
But it will come, that's sure.
Yeah. And you know what's also coming? Summer season that hotels in Scandinavia are already getting ready for. And that starts with planning the hiring.
Yeah, it seems so. And what is your experience when the hotel started? I can imagine it. It's a surprise, like Christmas. Christmas is every year on the same time, right?
Exactly.
But when we take a look back in the family and say, "Oh, surprise! Next week is Christmas." How it's in the hospitality, with the view on the March, or especially for hiring and preparing the season.
Yeah, exactly. This is the same situation sometimes when you speak to the clients. They are saying, "Oh, we are getting a lot of candidates. It's all good. Summer is still far. We will make it," and so on. And then sometimes it happens that they're calling, "Oh my God, the candidates did not come. We don't have enough good candidates. We cannot find the chef. We cannot find the receptionist," and so on and so on. So things sometimes can be planned in advance, but sometimes it seems like we always have a lot of time, and it's just some things that we can postpone later, and now do something that's more important for now, and then suddenly it's like Christmas, like you're saying. So in this case, how to get ready and how to avoid candidates from ghosting. These are the topics that we will be sharing with you today.
Yeah, I think at first you must be clear that is in every year the same, right? And when you when you had a problem last year, why you do it like the same this year again, right? So what is better when you say it? Okay, this is a good time to go into planning. So we know we have March already, so there is a hook. Must be a hook instead of, if you don't have it, ask Soprana International maybe to help with the plan for this season to jump on the field, or and at the same time also planning a little bit more earlier. But what is the situation now?
Well, actually, for the last few years, we have dealt with the unusual situation. First of all, it was pandemics, where some candidates decided that, okay, I am in the shutdown. What do I do? And some people decided to try, and they became successful in, for example, real estate. Somebody opened up their local restaurant. Somebody just completely changed position, and from chef became accountant. So we know a lot of situations because we keep in touch regularly with the candidates so that we have in our database over more than 10 years. And we hear a lot of very interesting stories of what they do, how they develop, And then besides having the pandemics, what also happened that people were traveling locally because we could not travel abroad for some time. And so the local restaurants, local hotels, they were on the rise, hiring people. And in order to hire people, they also increased the salary, to compete with, for example, Scandinavian hotels, which was a popular destination for people to go to. And then another thing that happened last year, it was the new law in Norway, for example, where it was a limit for a lot of companies to hire seasonal staff like they were used to through hiring agencies. And I know that some companies even had huge losses because of that. Then we had economic slowdown, increase in interest rates, and also currency rate changes also made it not that much maybe attractive for some candidates from certain countries in European Union to go to work abroad. And therefore, where I'm going to, that the motivation to go to work in Norway has been shifting. If it was earlier to earn more money and the economic reasoning, now it's often different motivation because chefs or people who are working in other positions, they want to experience culture. They want to work in international team. They want to also, maybe some of them are looking for more remote locations, not necessarily the capital. And of course, there are some candidates who are always looking for some fun things to do outside their work. And they are usually looking for big cities, for capitals, where they could spend their time after work hours, some more actively, more interesting socializing with people and living their best life in there. And that is also some tendency that there are some candidates who are already indicating, I want to work, for example, in Stockholm, in Oslo, or in Copenhagen there. And some clients of ours, most of our clients are more in the remote positions, remote locations. So we're working with that.
Okay, so I see that the hotel owner or the management have to make a research, a really good research, not only for the market, for the law side and so on, also for the candidates. It's like when we're searching for the target group, right? So we have a special target group, maybe for a positioning, maybe it's a waiter, who are interested in big towns, the next one who is interested in nature, and so on and so on. It changed also this process, right? Not here, there is a position. No, I invite you in my hotel, but what must be ready before that? It's what we spoke about. It's about the image of the hotel.
Yeah,
that's it. So, yeah, when we jump back, typical March, very specific. How I can imagine it at the moment, just a short picture. I'm the hotel manager. I'm a typical hotel manager, or average maybe. Not the visionary in the next 50 years, but also not from the history in 1800 or what. So maybe a typical one, right? How I can imagine, or what is your experience, the typical day in March when you see, okay, in the next month or in the over next month, I open the hotel and I have a gap about 10 persons or 10 employees who I must hire. How I can imagine this day and how comfortable is this situation?
I believe that if you are the hotel manager that is already planning to hire somebody for your hotel, the first thing that you most likely will do is do what? Social media.
It's one thing, or it's relevant to your image to the hotel. When you are back to the root hotel and you have no electricity there, it could be a little bit difficult to make it. But I know what you meant. Yes, do marketing, right?
Not only that, it's what I noticed that is very popular, that some candidates are posting in, for example, not only your own website or your own social media accounts, but also there are some groups where people are looking for a job and companies are posting that they have free job positions. And the problem is that just like you are posting, Sebastian, there that you are hiring someone, right? The same Tom is posting, the same is Jan posting, and what does the candidate do? He's sending everywhere, and who's choosing? It's definitely not the hotel that is choosing the candidate if the candidate is suitable for the position, but it becomes a competition about salary, about other compensations, benefits, and so on. And so it's not in the favor of the hotel. However, if the hotels spend enough time, have very good processes, database of candidates, and they have enough time to reach out to everyone, they will be looking for candidates who are maybe employed already, but if they get a really good offer, they will be interested in this offer. And this you can do with AI solutions. You can use it with your database and all of different kind of solutions. But the main idea is not to fish in the same pond or the same spot where everybody is fishing, and be more creative. And yes, communication sometimes take time, right?
Yeah. And it is and every time also a test balloon when it didn't work, then change it, but also try it again maybe later in exactly the same channel, because also the channels adjust themselves a little bit for the situation or. Okay, but what is your recommendation to that? So when I see a nice picture, every hotel owner is with his net by the sea or by the lake and fishing the best employees and so on, but you don't see it. Is this the bigger one? Is this an older one? Or what else? What is your recommendation how you can make it a little bit more efficiently, maybe, or plannable, that you get the right person and not this little fish, for example?
First of all, I would see it as a long-term strategy, because even last year, the same situation, I was visiting some clients and they were saying, oh, Diana, it's economic crisis. A lot of people are searching for jobs. We're getting hundreds of CVs in my inbox. And at that time, whenever you're getting those CV, you think it's like impression that you're getting a lot of candidates. However, what really happens in the end is that maybe 90% of them are not suitable for the job position due to various reasons. And another situation is that the rest of those candidates have also been sending resumes to your competition. So whenever you get CVs, what we do in our recruitment process, we always look through right away. We arrange interview with the with a candidate. We see if the candidate is fit. What are the requirements, expectations? What are their skills? And we make notes. We agree the follow-up in a certain time, because sometimes candidates are just, applying literally everywhere. It's like mass applications sent out, mass emailing, and they are choosing whenever they get better. Then also, if you find a candidate that is suitable for you, that you like and think that this person could be working in your company, and you agree with this person, don't postpone it. I see that you are fit, maybe let's speak about it in a month. Let's reach out. For now, we don't know when the season is starting. That's very often what the candidates are saying, that in the end, they are still looking and they want to have safe option, meaning signed contract. On the other hand, sometimes happens that candidates ghost. We also had some stories. We heard some stories where, for example, the candidate, after many interviews, finally had the ticket ordered for him. At the moment when he was supposed to be in the airplane, he lied that he was in the hospital. In the meantime, it came out that the next day he already was supposed to start working at other hotel. And it randomly came out because that other hotel was also our client. So, all these things happen, but sometimes you need to have a lot of communication to avoid such things. And also, if you already signed a contract with a candidate, don't think that, okay, that's it, we are safe, this candidate will definitely come in 2 months to work with us. No, follow up, keep in touch, ask if they need any information, ask if they're ready, ask if they need any help, and so on.
Well, so you shared much experiences, very, very mixing melting pot, right? So when I am the owner, what is in for me? What is my value when I say, okay, I don't do it for my own because I'm the best of the best. I did it the last 10 years for my own. And yes, it is a little bit a stressful time, but I solved it in every year. So what is my benefit? What is my value when I say it? Okay, let us test maybe for part of the team or for one position. What is my value for me as a hotel owner management?
In Soprano, we see HR as strategic part of company management, which is giving return on investment in HR for your business. So in this case, whenever you're relying your HR questions to outside partner, and you can focus yourself on all of the hotel management where it needs your expertise and your attention by leading sourcing for the candidates, interviewing, cold calling the candidates, reaching out, preparing the contracts, negotiation, follow-ups, background checks, which is extremely important part of this. Whenever you reach out for HR service companies like ours, you can save time and focus on how to improve the other areas in your hotel.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So it's about a calculation, right? Not only about the investment, also about saving time, saving emotions, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine you have 20 good candidates and the last one is, how can I say it nicely? Not the ideal person, right? That is the one hand. And second, okay, why Soprana and not another one, maybe with a blue logo or something like that? Why Soprana?
Well, actually, we have been specializing in this, and in April, it will be exactly 10 years that we are working with hospitality sector, not only with single hotels, but also with hotel chains. And we have been doing this internationally in Norway, in Sweden, in Denmark. We can help with recruitment, outsourcing, and training the hotel staff. So we love what we do. Besides working with that, we're passionate travelers in our team ourselves. So thank you, Sebastian, for today's episode of March. Wishing our listeners happy spring, and let's see us in April. We will have some surprise guests for you who will join us in Soprana Hotel. Thank you for visiting us at Hotel Soprana podcast about hospitality. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and see you in 2 weeks.